Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts with the most. Slick, Tony, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts with the most. Slick, Tony, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Yeah, man. They're listening and watching. Sarap. Time is 36 past 6 o'clock. Welcome on What's Good Wednesday. My name is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore. Did I hear a third person there in the booth?
We have actually a junior jock just sitting in. I don't know if he's going to stay for the whole show, but he wants to get his feet wet. And I said, are you sure you want to be on this show?
We've really got a bunch of people joining us on
you're I guess someone that idolizes you, JJ Wax, just took off. He was hoping to see you on the screen. Unfortunately, he had to go. So
I'm here now.
Yeah, we have JJ Jomar.
Hey, what's up, Magic? This is Junior Jock Jomar.
What's up, man? Welcome back. He was the one who joined us when you were out of the country, Tone.
Last week.
Okay.
Yeah, when you were spending your euros, you know?
No, I was in Pasig.
Pasig.
Pasig River.
Pasig, balita ko. Nasa Hague ka, bro.
Wow.
Nakiki-ICC. Chismis lang.
Don't believe the group chats. This is why there's so much fake news going in group chats.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see in Kabulustugan the video that he posted just a few minutes ago, I think? About
which one?
We all have group chats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
of course.
So some are very receptive, some are very on it first thing in the morning. Do you have guys that are or girls that love sending videos or memes, and then you have others that are just very silent. They're just lurkers. They watch the video and they don't comment. So if Derek Alvin has the video that I sent him, I don't know if it's ready. But I mean, I don't always reply to these videos that Sam, Slick, even Tin. I'll watch it sometimes, or I'll watch it late during the day, because if I start clicking in these group chats, yes,
you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
I
mean, isn't that? I think that's kind of the point. Like,
yeah,
it's one of those things that you retreat to whenever, I don't know, I guess you're waiting around. Like, perfect time would be like, when you're in a queue in a bank.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the perfect time to like, let's see what random shit my friends have sent me today. What kind of dubious things have they sent? You know what I mean?
But I sent Derek Alvin this eto yun. I think Mo did it as well. But I think it deserves to be on Boys Night Out as well. We have to see it.
All right, once we have it. But I know we have a jam-packed show today. We got a bunch of guests coming in. Also, we have doctors coming in. Right?
I don't know if Junior Jock Jomar is going to stick around. It's all about sexual health and services.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're not a minor anymore, right? Like,
I am not.
there you go.
And it's good to have a Gen Z here on the show.
Okay.
So you'll know how us Gen Z.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Jomar? We're talking about Gen Z.
I mean, we're all Gen Zs here.
Fellow generation.
Yeah.
Gen Z, right?
What year?
2001.
Oh, 2001.
Older ka pa pala eh. Kasi si Toads, 2008. 2008 yan.
2008.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, we got the video now. I don't know what this is. All right, let's check it out.
This guy's very emotional. Mm-hmm. All right.
Message ko. Anong message ba yun? Sinisend mo lang yung mga message ko. Anong message ba yun? Ang dami ko sinisend sa'yo na meme. Ano? Ay, importante ba yun? Udong, ako nagtatrabaho ako ng marangal para sumahod, para makapag-load ako sa Facebook, makapanood ako ng mga nakakatawang video na isisend ko sa inyo. Tapos magsisend ka lang? Hindi ko naman ginagastos ko sa load para sa inyo para hindi lang ako ang masaya. Kayo rin, gusto ko tumawa rin kayo. Wala kang ginagawang masama. Oo. Nagsisend ako sa iyo ng video, halos 20 memes every day. Send ka lang pare. Ano bang mahirap yung mag-ha-react ka lang? Diba?
Papanoorin ko naman yung pagkakawang ginagawa.
Hindi ka lang mag-ha-react eh. Yung mag-reply ka na lang ng kahit hindi mo napanood, alam mo yun, yung appreciation lang, pre. Parang yung dami yung ginagawa, tapos naalala kita, sendang kita ng nakakatuwang video. Doon pa lang sa maalala kita, pre, panalo ka na eh. Ibig sabihin, kaibigan ng turing ko sa'yo.
That guy's really affected.
Wow. Yeah. Thank God we're not so sensitive in our group
I
chat.
guess he put in a lot of work. I mean, he does have a point. Alam mo, nagtatrabaho siya ng marangal, di ba? Tapos,
para mag-load.
nag-research siya ng mga video para mapatawa kayo. Tapos, the least you can do is react. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
We're not so sensitive on our group chats.
But you know what I noticed as of late? A lot of creators and KOLs
Yeah.
have been talking about this. Na parang there are so many people, and I don't know where to stand on this just yet. Like I haven't really processed it, but there are lurkers. You know what I mean? Like they'll react to videos privately. So let's just say that you post something and like, I don't know. So obviously for content creators, they post things because eventually, it leads to, paid advertisements or whatever, right? I mean, it's a way of life.
Yes, of course.
It's a way to earn.
Yeah.
And what a lot of creators are bringing up now are those people who won't comment directly on the video. So let's just say, Tony, you post something about, I don't know, like one of your clubs, like Yes Please or whatever.
Okay.
And then instead of me commenting on your video about Yes Please, I'll DM you and be like, hey, where's this at? You know what I mean? Like instead of driving engagement to the post that you created specifically, like they'll message you in private about it. So now creators are kind of like, hey, like why not just comment on the video and help me out while you're at it, while I'm trying to help you out also.
Let me get this right. So when you comment, because I don't like photos or videos, but I'll comment if it runs through my feed. Always.
Okay.
On your For You page.
Yeah. So I'm that guy that comments on a video photo.
Right. Yeah.
But I won't like it. Is that the same? It has the same
honestly,
result?
like,
Is it the same result of...
If I'm not mistaken, I think comments will drive more engagement to a post
Yes.
than liking.
Yes.
So you're actually, you're doing well by these
Okay.
creators, I
Okay.
suppose.
Kasi by commenting, you're letting the post ma-up sa FYP ng other friends mo.
Oh.
So mapupunta sila sa algorithm ng friends mo.
Like I've seen creators address it na parang, I see you watching my stories at like 3 a.m. but you're not even reacting to my posts. What's that all about? Yung ganon.
Is
Na
there-
parang-
even sharing
Is
it.
there a way to take away the scene on a IG story? Or once you
No.
see the
Like
IG story...
If your view, that's also why whenever anybody sends you a link of an IG story, and you click on it,
Yeah.
it'll automatically tell you that like, hey, by proceeding with opening this link, you will be viewing this story as your Instagram account or whatever. Yeah.
Matalino talaga eh.
Diba? So that's the way I see it. It's like, of course they don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
Your audience doesn't owe you anything. They don't owe you engagement. They don't owe you comments. They don't owe you likes or anything like that. But as an audience member myself, but I have that unique, I guess, kind of understanding that like this is what makes creators' worlds go around. Like it's the engagement. Without the engagement, then they wouldn't, be successful as creators. So alam mo yung parang, and I'm guilty of this sometimes, if I see a friend post about something that is an advertisement or whatever, even if I don't really care about the product, I like it. You know what I mean? Just because like, I want this person to succeed or something to that effect. It doesn't cost me anything to like anything anyway. Doesn't cost me anything to comment on somebody's video or photo. So it's a little tricky how that works now. Then especially yun nga parang especially if you're the type na kunwari you follow certain people. Okay, I'll be honest about it. If you follow
Artista?
Eye Candy on Instagram, chances are, and you're married or you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, whatever, you probably won't want to interact with it so that they don't see na parang, oy,
But
active ka masyado. But mo, si Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Si Slick.
Yeah.
Lahat ng K-drama na artista na kilala ko, may like dun. Slick Rick. Slick Rick.
Is
Slick
that-
Rick. Walang hiya.
So that shows up in his algorithm of, di ba on Instagram when you, let me check.
The more you interact with a certain person, the more their posts get bumped on your personal algorithm.
You know that what is this? The
Explore page?
when you wanna, is this
Reels?
this what's this icon?
Search,
Which one?
explore.
Search.
The magnifying glass.
Explore.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Explore page.
magnifying glass, if you click on that, is that your basically the algorithm what you usually look at?
No, that's more of a suggestion for you. So how that works is if you look at your search page,
Okay.
the general theme of what you see there is what you mostly interact with. So if it's all bikini clad women, then chances are you're interacting with a bunch of bikini clad
Can I
women.
give my phone to
Jomar?
Junior Jock Jomar? So because I don't want to be
no.
biased, and I just want him to look at what my
Okay.
Let me see.
okay.
Please, JJ Jomar, tell us what you see on the
It's not
search
chicks.
page.
It's not chicks.
It's bunch of like memes and news about sports.
Okay. Wow.
Tapos mga physical may mga
Yeah.
babae pero hindi naman puro babae.
working out.
Okay.
It's more
More
workout.
workout
Pero
videos.
ikaw na nga mismo nagsabi, Tones, hindi ka nagle-like ng posts eh. Mauta ka rin eh.
Feeling ko nga, it does affect kasi when you're not
Mauta
liking
ka
it,
rin eh.
hindi siya mapupunta sa suggestion.
Hindi, you know why, Gino? I did this for myself because if I start liking photos,
Yeah.
all photos, I'll never put down the phone.
That's true.
So, you know what I mean? I as much as I want to like and support my friends, but if they tag me and I see their post, I'd actually comment, which I normally do. If they tag me on a post, Gino, Slick, Sam, Tin, 100%,
You'll comment.
I'll always comment. Rather than like it, I'll comment
Yeah.
all the time. But it's tricky, like you said, liking total strangers, eye candy
candy
photos or
people,
videos, whether you like it, it's always going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It is.
And it's actually gotten to the point where certain creators have a circle of friends where they basically make it a point to interact with each other's posts to drive it up in the algorithm. So even if you comment like fire emoji, that still counts as a comment. So even if it has, right, I'm sure you've seen this on social media also.
Also, yung sa TikTok, when you click the share button, kahit na hindi mo siya sinishare, copy link lang, na-up yung videos.
Na-up pa rin yan.
So,
Yeah.
the mere fact na ika-copy link mo lang yung video, na-up na
Yeah.
siya.
Or even saving a video.
Saving
That
a video.
And diba, that's why you'll see a lot of, I see this prevalent in a lot of foreign creators where they're like, comment link if you want to find out more about this. And then like, so what they're doing now is they're farming comments for people. So kunwari, I'll talk about this statue right here.
Okay.
Like if you want to find out more about it,
Comment links.
comment Geralt on my comments. And then like if you comment, then I'll have like some chatbot DM you the details
About
of what this statue is. Just so I get that engagement from people.
Also, I wanna add, yung sa TikTok shop, kasi if you know guys,
Okay.
na meron ng TikTok shop. So, yung mga content creators na
Grabe naman
nagbebenta
siya
sa
sa if
TikTok
you know na meron TikTok sa
Hindi kasi baka sa ibang platform.
JJ Jomar,
Baka sa ibang platform kayo bumibili. Baka sa ibang online platform. But yeah, yun nga, nagiging e-commerce na rin kasi si TikTok aside from being a social media. Yung mga content creators, some of them are suggesting na yung mga kapwa content creator ay mag-engage para ma-up yung binibenta nilang products. Like for example, can you
So
comment
parang
your link or anything?
they're making a manufactured ecosystem.
Yes.
If you think about it, diba? Kasi parang let's just say I have 100 friends.
Okay.
If all of those friends
will comment
on my posts every time I post, that's 100 people commenting on my. It's bound to bump up your engagement. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's man, it is it's an interesting time. It's an interesting.
So
but
these KOLs and content creators, influencers, whatever they call them, they DM even if isn't there
Some
a way
of them.
where
some of them do. Some of them do. So
I
there's
know some of them, like dini-DM talaga ako personal na, can you please engage with my video? So, ako naman as a friend.
So they ask you to actually like and comment?
Yeah, because they're my friends.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I'm just there to support them.
Wait, you get random DMs?
No. I thought you were talking about creators that DM whenever they comment. Kasi parang yun nga, there is a service that you can basically provide, avail of, na if a certain word is commented on your post, it will automatically send a DM with like a set message. So yun nga, para like I said, if you want to find out more about the statue, comment Geralt on my post. Ooh. And then if it detects that it says Geralt on the post, then it will automatically DM that account. So basically, instead of the whole, remember how before people used to be like, oh, if you want to find out more about it, click the link on my bio. So when you do that, there are steps to it. Number one, after you watch the video, I have to go to this guy's profile. Number two, after I go to the profile, I have to look for the link in the link tree or whatever. So alam mo yung parang,
ang hassle.
I know it's not much. If you really think about it, it's really not a lot of work. But people's attention spans online are so short. So short. Okay. That they basically wanted to remove this barrier of you having to click a profile, click a link, and automatically just have a DM go directly to you. Plus, it also has that whole killing factor of like, kunwari, Anna Kendrick. If Anna Kendrick says, oh, comment pitch perfect on my post, and then I'll DM you know, a link to, I don't know, a harmonica or some shit. Then you would say that like, yo, I got a DM from Anna Kendrick. You know what I mean?
We got someone on the phone lines. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. This is MJ.
Hey, MJ.
Hi, MJ.
Welcome to the show.
That's the reason why communities are becoming bigger than KOLs or influencers. Because if you belong to a community, the person is not ashamed or is more open to giving comments.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you're just targeting one person. So that's one of the trends now that's happening.
So that would,
and we'll see that in the next coming few years. So they're saying that really the lifespan of the KOLs and the influencers are going to go down. And more people are shifting to communities.
Okay, so can you fake?
Yes.
But I feel like,
can you fake a community? Can you like just
I mean,
well, not
technically
fake
you
it,
still
like,
can, right?
community?
but like get a group of
No, because
people.
No, I don't think so because they're also looking at the content. So you choose to see what community to join. If you feel that it's not appropriate to you or the topics there are not interesting, you can just leave or stop looking at that. So there's more engagement now in communities than with KOLs and influencers.
So I guess it's more I guess specific in terms of what you like, what you want, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Kasi
An example is Homebodies, di ba? Parang it's not owned by just one person. It's a community. So everyone's engaged there. And then everyone's also free to put in their whatever. So if they're selling something, you can just put it up. So it's not it's empowering to a lot of people and not just to one person. So I think that's the reason why it's also becoming popular.
That's true. I just think that it's so crucial also that whoever is moderating the community can actually remain unbiased. Because clearly, like kunwari, parang if I put up a community and then a brand approaches me and they're like, hey, I would like you to moderate the comments na brand X lang yung ilalagay, pag brand Y tanggalin mo. And that has happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
May ganon din na factor. So,
and I think that's why I think you're right. We didn't get your name. What's your name?
MJ.
MJ. Oh, yeah,
MJ.
yeah. Miss MJ, I think this is why a lot of people have been also ridiculing and getting upset with the food bloggers in more specifically because a lot of them were either paid or given free meals.
And they were
then,
always saying na masarap.
And they're always giving the wrong review. So I remember one person actually on X saying, "Ang dami ko natikman na ang grabe yung
Ang sama ng lasa.
ang sama." Because she actually fell for all of these reviews, and so she would go and try it out and end up not even finishing the food or the dessert.
ang tricky
Yeah.
lang, no? Kasi food is still subjective eh. There's
Yeah.
really
Yes,
no way
also, yeah.
to concretely quantify how good
Yeah,
food
so because
is, di ba?
some can be acquired taste,
Like,
right?
yeah. Like, I mean,
Hard
like,
to judge.
let's
Like
not.
durian, for example. Some people would be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's the greatest fruit ever.
Yeah.
And then others would be like, oh my God, what the heck is this? You know what I mean?
Matcha.
Well, it's like, see, no offense, I haven't eaten there, but Diwata, pares.
I have,
yeah.
I have
Diwata.
already.
Oh, how was it?
Parang pag gutom ka talaga, masarap siya.
Wala.
No, I'm not.
Ayos, diba?
I'm not
Maganda yun.
pero masarap
Maganda yung
siya.
caveat eh.
Masarap siya.
Kasi gutom kami. I mean, I waited there for 2 hours. So,
Oh my God.
or
Damn,
Wait,
that's
what?
like Michelin star levels of...
You waited 2 hours for pares?
kasi sobrang haba ng pila during that time. It was her hype na parang sabi ko, sige
Yeah,
nga,
the
tingnan nga
hype of
natin.
her popularity.
Tapos nung pagpunta ko doon, okay.
Pero
Hindi na
there's
ako
also
babalik.
that factor of sa tagal mong mag-aantay, sumasarap. Okay, not to talk ish about it. I love their ramen. Mendocoro.
Okay.
Remember
yeah.
when they only had one branch?
Yes, in Makati.
When they only had the Makati branch and you had to line up for an hour and a half, 2 hours. By the time you eat your ramen, you're like, oh my God, this is the best bowl of ramen ever. And then they opened up in
you should
different
try
branches.
Marudori. Have you
Yes,
tried
yes.
eating at
I've
Marudori?
tried.
Oh.
I've tried
Yeah.
also. It's really good. So,
Yeah.
not to take away anything from Mendocoro. Till now naman they're good. But because you waited
Too
it's
long.
that delayed gratification na
Actually,
parang ang sarap niya. So ngayon, parang whenever I line up for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, masarap pa rin siya. Pero parang it can't measure up to how it was so masarap.
Hype.
An
Yeah.
hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hours na wait.
Yeah.
May ganon din eh.
Okay, that's it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, MJ.
Bye.
Bye, MJ.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for calling. Okay, there you go. So we'll have our docs. I think they're here. Doc Dino and Doc Elva. She's a gynecologist. So you can ask away any questions. It is Women's Month still.
Yes.
So we'll be focused on sexual health services. So I believe they will cover everything. Whether it's aesthetic, it's evasive, non-evasive, on sexual health. So I wish Tin was here since she's not doing anything. Her sex life isn't existent. It's pretty much a what is it? 8 years of dryness for her. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm sure she has some questions. And as the saying goes, you don't use it, you lose it, right? So I'm sure there are ways to get her libido get it going again.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think the libido is a factor for her. I'm sure the libido's there.
It's somewhere there, huh?
Ganito
I
pala
think-
umabsent sa
I think-
BNO.
I think it's really given the opportunity, I'm pretty sure she would jump on it, quite literally.
Yes, Enrix. Thank you to our playback viewers and listeners. Yes, the male organ can be injected. I don't think it's a perfect. It's not yet perfected.
Perfected,
That's that
this technique.
procedure because I heard it's a bit deformed with putting in your own fats into it. So, yeah.
I have so many questions about that. Do they? Because it's a blood vessel, and then it basically just.
Yun na nga, kaya when the blood goes in, it kind of like because the fats are like
Nasa
all
stomach.
over. Yeah,
it's like an
yeah.
island, right? It just floats around. So yeah, I don't need to.
I don't know.
Why am I doing this?
We'll talk about that later with them.
It's a very visual medium. Apparently.
Guys, tune in to Playback. That's playback.tv/magic899.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we got some commercials to play. Thanks to our friends from the DOE, Department of Energy, so we'll get to that, and we'll get to two docs right after this.
89.9. Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
All right, here we go. 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to Boys Night Out. If you're just tuning in. We do have some guests this evening. As promised, we have, believe it or not, Dr. Elva. She's obstetrics and gynecology, functional and aesthetic gynecology. Tama ba? Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay, and then also he's no stranger to the show. He's seen everything of mine.
That's something quite a lot of people can actually say.
No.
What's up, guys?
We have Dr. Gino, holistic gender and sexual health specialist, regenerative medicine, peptide therapy, and stem cell therapy. So
Haba.
yeah. He just.
That's what
are
she
you
said.
Done, are you done with the course?
Yeah. So yeah.
Gino, Doc Dino here is actually. He actually.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday, right? Like the stem cell. Like
No. He actually finished the course, and and the professor was Doc Rica.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay, that's so strange.
What was the course?
Yeah.
It was a sexology course. So
Yun.
now I'm a certified sexologist.
He's certified.
Yeah.
So
Sex
Wait,
therapy.
remember Doc Rico was talking to us about this?
Yes.
Like level 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
Shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
Doc Rica. Super thank you for
Doc Rica and him used to be roommates, so with a whole bunch of people. so.
okay.
Yeah.
She's
That
the
was
best.
before she became a doctor though. Like she was, noong wala pang direction yung buhay, sabay kami. Pero parang nagka-direction yung buhay niya. Ako nandun pa rin ako sa path na parang, this leads to the kangkungan. Parang okay. Okay naman.
Doc Alva over here is gonna take the next round of
Yeah,
the sexology
I was
course.
I was telling Dino, I was very interested in taking the course because
Okay.
as an OBGYN, people like come to me with like sometimes with like sexual problems and
Of course.
yeah, and that you don't have to just deal with like medications. No, it also comes with like relationship and like psychological like layers. And when Dino told me about this class of Doc Ricas, I was like, wait, I want to do that too.
Can we take it? I want to take it. Let's all take it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when people come to me at the bar and they have also problems, maybe I can say, hey, you know what? What's
I have a certificate.
Yeah, and it's not just for doctors. It's also
by
for
the way,
layman
here's my
people.
certificate. I can bring it along with me, be a way to meet other women.
Yeah.
I feel like
Is
you
it
would use
open
it
for
for all the wrong reasons though.
It
Tones.
is. It's not just for doctors.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants to like be more sex positive and like
Yeah.
I was
understand
the only doctor there
Yeah.
during my batch. I had classmates
Oh, wow, okay.
who were some teachers, some tattoo artists, pole dancers. So it was
No
a,
way.
It was a
Okay,
definite
okay.
mix of
So it
people,
does not have any profession.
How come she didn't ask me to join? That's like Dr. Rica's.
I think because she knew that they were pole dancers. And she's trying to keep you away. Like, you know what? I want a professional environment for my class.
I won't shit in my own backyard, Gino. I have never done that.
You have.
I will never do that. I will never do that.
Where are the other boys? They could have backed me up with this.
All right, so we can answer all questions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When it comes to so what is it? The sexual health services. So when we say sexual health services, there are procedures, there are medicines that you can
Yes.
and evasive, non-invasive
Yeah.
services as well. That
Yes.
encompasses all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most popular thing right now?
So I'm a functional and aesthetic gynecologist,
Okay.
right? So we have like more or less invasive procedures for like patients who, for example, complain of like vaginal dryness or patients who complain of like, I don't think I'm as sensitive down there. My clitoris isn't as responsive. My G-spot isn't as responsive.
Okay.
So we can actually like offer like non-invasive like therapies like platelet-rich plasma therapy or
What was it called?
platelet-rich
Platelet-rich plasma
Yeah.
therapy.
If you've heard about PRP for the
PRP,
face
yeah.
or the hair,
Yes.
we can
Yeah.
put that
You
in
can
your
do
junk.
it. Yep, you can do it down
Wait,
there also.
what does it do for your junk though?
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Is it for guys too?
Yes.
Yeah, it's for everybody. So,
Let's get it tomorrow. Is there a buy one
I
take
want
one?
to find out first because parang we were talking about sensitivity.
Yeah.
I don't want to be more sensitive down there, Tones. Parang 2 seconds lang. Tapos
Oh, he's
na,
got 3
mahirap,
kids.
mahirap. Oh,
actually, so the basic idea of PRP for any part of your body. So,
Yeah.
parang
regenerative, right?
Something like that,
1950s pa lang nila to na-discover.
Okay.
They used it originally for like war stuff.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
Dapat ko to.
Gago ka.
You the platelets, when you crack those open, they have a lot of like growth factors, healing factors. Now, so you put that to any part of the body, like the face, you get clear face, you fix all the problems like that. You put that in your hair, you regrow your hair. You put that in the penis, you get stronger penis, so it becomes stronger erections.
It parang rejuvenates it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the correct.
That's the best term for it.
Wait.
Paano pong strong? I'm so curious right now. Like,
so guys have erectile qualities, right? Sometimes you have those hard-ons that are just super strong, and sometimes they're the like half there.
Mine's getting
Parang
weak.
sakto lang.
Mine's weak.
It's been a long day. Kumbaga parang ganun.
parang ganun.
Is there a instrument to measure the
hardness?
the power?
I usually just put a kettlebell on it and see if I can lift it. Because parang, oh man, I can only do 8 pounds today. 12.
Let me get the barbell. Hold on. If I can push it.
There's no instrument for it, but we do have like the like checklists. Like, is it strong enough for penetration? How long you last?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So strong penis isn't just like the erectile hardness. It's also about how long you last. So if you need help with that, pwede, no?
Also for longevity.
Also,
So where do you do the PRP or
the
on
platelet.
the actual penis, no? So it's about like
It's
5
an
shots.
injection?
Yeah, it's an injection.
So
But,
how
yeah.
so how you use it is so it's your own platelet rich plasma.
Okay.
So basically blood is drawn from you.
Okay.
So like no worries about like any allergic reactions whatsoever.
Right.
So we use a machine to specifically like harvest
Okay.
from that
Yeah.
from your blood. So we harvest like platelet rich plasma and that's what we inject back into you.
Okay.
So and when we inject it, it promotes what Dean was saying about like rejuvenation. There's increase of like cytokines and growth factors, which promotes like tissue growth and overall like health and wellness.
Even
of the,
with the man's manhood?
yes, and the
I do it a
woman's
lot.
vagina.
Yeah,
And the women's also?
vagina,
Yeah.
What does it do for the women?
Elva
Like,
does it a lot better than.
So
yeah.
you mentioned how the some women lose sensation
Yes.
either because over the years or
Yes.
they've never been sensitive
In
enough.
that area.
To
So
begin with,
it can be two things. So sometimes they would come to me and they say, I'm really not feeling any stimulation.
Yeah.
Like especially when we do certain things, for example, like penetration or when I get fingered.
Okay.
How do we resolve that? And then I have other patients who come in that I've been very young, so not necessarily old, because with
Right.
age comes dryness, right?
Yes.
But I also have younger patients who have a similar complaint, even if they do like proper like stimulation, fingering,
yeah.
they're
Wala rin.
dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just how their body works, yeah.
It's
Yes.
also like the mood and
Also, maybe they're
Yes.
nervous.
that
Exactly.
too. So
Right.
it's like a lot of
It does affect.
factors.
Yeah.
So after like I do like counseling on them, I like delve into like the details and say, okay, this might be also a body problem as well. But of course, it's not their fault, right?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I offer like these treatments to them. We can do like targeted therapy to the clitoris, targeted therapy to the G-spot, or like we do
Wow.
injections into the vagina.
Really?
Yeah. And then I had
Is it
one.
painful?
We have local
Anesthesia.
anesthesia. So I make sure they're very comfortable throughout
Okay.
the whole procedure.
Okay.
Usually they feel like a pinprick or like an ant bite. That's how I describe it. to
Yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah. That's no even for the guys, right?
I do a nerve block, so it's the anesthesia you get when you get circumcised.
Oh.
So after
I
that,
remember it like it
chill
was
na yan.
yesterday.
Okay.
Feels like yesterday.
I only do the
Because in
P-shot.
truth it
Yeah.
was. You know?
And how's the recovery time?
They
Doc.
can test it out within 48 hours.
Wow.
Oh wow, okay, that's a pretty
fast?
quick bounce back. Yeah.
Wow.
I
So
did one
if there's any listeners right now that want to, can we do it tonight? Like they can just come in. Is it?
Do you have any
mabilis lang?
appointment?
Super
Super
draw
bilis lang
blood,
Yeah, it's
PRP.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do have the machine here. We can bring it in. We can do consultations every
everything.
Wednesday. Every Wednesday PRP. JJ.
Rejuvenation.
We can do it right now.
That's
Sakto by Monday, okay na, may
Pwede na
results
yan.
na.
Yeah, you can give it a
Talk to
test
them about
drive.
it.
Yes.
So they come in. It can be done on the spot,
On the
or
spot, yeah.
or they need to come. You have to check out their blood work muna.
No.
No.
Because it's your own blood, so
Because it's your own
problem.
stuff. Essentially.
And in
Parang-
terms of like how invasive it is, this is like one of the least
Least
invasive
invasive.
procedures that we do for intervention.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess the percentage of people, or not maybe percentage, but I guess how many of your patients have seen a drastic turnaround from feeling nothing to now, oh wow, doc,
The sensitivity is insane.
I'm coming nonstop.
That's a very good question. But what I also tell my patients is it's relative to like everybody, how they respond. And it also depends on like the quality of the blood and the platelet-rich plasma that we draw.
And how much damage there was.
Kala ko
in
the
first-
quality of the partner. Kasi
Well, that's a given. That's a given.
That's a factor. I guess.
Diba? Di mo na masyado mangyayari.
So we can actually, we have a lot, hindi naman a lot, pero we have a collection of patients already who have given their testimonies.
Like really good
Yeah.
feedback.
You can
From
find
the PRP.
Yeah.
both the males
That's
and
amazing.
the females.
Okay.
It's on our website at haraclinic.ph on all our socials. We have
So that's one of the services, right?
Yes.
pa lang yan.
One pa lang.
Okay, so what are the other ones?
What are the bunch of
Yeah,
services you offer?
So ano kasi, last time I was here, I talked about all the sexual health stuff in
Right.
terms of diseases, no? But what as sexual health doctors, Elvin, I believe that it's not just about when you have a problem and then I mean like a disease and then we cure it, no? It's also about being proactive about your sexual wellness and like your just having good sex. Everybody likes sex. Everybody wants. So that's what we want to give it to our patients, no?
Everyone's happier,
Yeah.
I feel.
So
right?
that's just
Well,
one.
yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
You have a glow about you. You're less angry.
I don't know
You
any-
don't care so much about traffic.
I've
you
never
know?
heard anyone say, "Oh, I'm having the worst sex." Thank God, it's amazing.
I'm gonna
He's
give-
so bad in bed, or she's so bad in bed. You know what I mean? It's. I don't think I've ever come to work and said to Gino, Slick, or Tin that, "Oh, I had the worst sex of my life. It was amazing." Right?
So
Always.
the sex therapy is
Always.
part of that, no? But this one's gonna blow your mind. I have this new service that I'm doing. It's called Whole Talks.
Whole talk. Okay.
What do you do
Botox
there?
for your whole. So
Oh, okay.
Any kind of hold up?
no,
Any kind of hole?
it's mostly for people who want to partake in anal sex. So if it's
Okay.
the anatomy of the butthole, you actually have two sphincters.
The elasticity
Yeah.
kasi.
So you have the one outside,
Okay.
the external one. You control that.
I wish Tin was here.
I think she would have really benefited from this conversation.
Drop by anytime, Tin.
Tin, kawawa naman si DJ Tin.
What do we do this?
Yeah, so there's the external one and the internal one. The internal one is always tonically closed so that you
Right.
don't poop yourself.
Okay.
But the external one, that's the one that you have control over. It's also the one that if you're tense, that's where the term like tight ass comes from. That
yeah.
closes up like that.
Okay.
No?
Right.
So a lot of people,
I love the sound of it.
a lot of people who want to have anal sex can't
Yeah.
because when they try, they get super tense and,
And then it tightens up.
tightens
yeah.
up. And then if you force it, that's actually when you get the problems like
There's
tears, fissures, fistulas, ganun, no?
Wow.
Right.
So we just inject a demure amount of
demure
Botox.
amount.
Yeah.
So it's actually
let it
Botox.
relax. It's actually
Yes.
Botox, yeah.
so literally Botox for the face, but
But if
applied
you-
to your
Just
whole-
apply
To your
there.
whole-
Line me up.
I have the funniest patients for it.
Can we do a like 2-in-1 package like so me, Gino, and then Slick, and then
Pwede,
Tin?
pwede.
May reference.
Tapos yung para sa akin sa mukha, tapos sa'yo sa puwet mo. Ganun. Tapos same injection. Parang, tayo dun sa...
May referral code ba tayo, Doc?
We do. Yeah. We'll use the same syringe, Gino, from my ass to your face.
Oh my God.
I think the grossness of it would be the last of my worries. You know?
Budget. We're on a budget here for boys' night out.
It's been getting pretty super popular recently because of
Yeah.
Songkran.
Oh.
So a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of
Thailand.
like gay guy patients
Okay,
who
okay.
wanna just go wild
Or
there.
prepping. Or prepping
yeah.
na kumbaga.
So
And there's no side effects when you get Botox in that area. I mean, like, you can still shit, right?
not if you have a good doctor. So actually, ano siya, it's really like a technique, an art form to get the dosing just right.
Correct.
There are also I do get a lot of that from patients when they ask me like, does it like will I still control my bowel movements? Because it really is very calibrated to make sure that doesn't happen. But kung let's say sumobra siya, there are ways for us to be able to reverse the toxin.
Reverse that.
Kaya naman.
Because diba, also Botox,
It wears off, yeah.
It wears off, right?
exactly.
Like after X amount of months, years.
Yeah. 6
you have
months,
to
right?
get a top
3 months
up.
to
On
6
average,
months.
6 months.
6 months.
Ganun, no?
So do women get this too, Doc?
Well,
Elva?
Mas mahirap ang vagina na.
No, they're
I mean the
questions for,
butt.
like,
for sure.
Actually, like I have patients who also have problems with like anal play.
Okay.
Like that's something they want to do with their partner,
Okay.
but they're
Right.
too tense. No, but in terms of like
No one came from the station yet, right? I mean, that's an
Patient
NDA.
doctor confidentiality bro. Relax.
Data privacy.
Balita daw yung kotse ni Tin eh.
Ewan ko, last time dumaan ako dun, may Land Rover.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
so it's less availed by
By women.
By women.
compared to men.
Pwede.
Yeah,
But pwede pa rin siya.
It's the same makeup
Technique.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Your-
same technique.
Same anatomy.
Yes.
But Doc, I do have a question about this. Na parang sa mga magic listeners natin, hindi ba siya mahal? Like, can you give us any like idea?
More
Affordable
or
ba
less.
siya?
Mukhang si Joe Moore.
No, I'm not gonna avail that.
Getting into the specifics.
I'm not gonna avail that. But off the air, I will
Si John
tell.
Mark, simpleng ano lang eh.
No. I'm not gonna.
So,
No.
ano naman siya?
For educational purpose lang naman.
I think it's around, do I like just give actual
like
numbers?
a baseline.
Like baseline.
I think
Figures lang.
This is the
Figures lang.
best. So, syempre, madaming services, no? The thing you would probably spend on an aesthetic procedure on your face is more or less the same price range.
Okay.
Ganun lang yan.
All right. So getting Botox on your face, same as...
Same lang.
Maybe just a little bit more.
Probably a little bit
because it's
more.
very specialized.
Yeah, so
okay.
like in terms of like our targeted anesthesia also, it's also very specific. And it's an intimate area, right?
Yes.
So
I want to be extra careful.
Yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
Sobrang konti lang namin marunong sa Philippines.
Oh wait, is that totally different
Techniques and training?
in terms of
Yes.
Definitely.
So the face and the butt.
It's
Totally different
So
anatomies.
you have to have a steady hand or what?
Oh,
Like-
definitely.
I think that's a pretty...
That's the number one thing you
given,
you
bro.
need.
Let me see your hands, Doc. Let me see how steady are you.
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
Sorry, sa Pateros na punta.
Oh damn, Gino, I'm sorry.
I live nearby Pateros, Gino.
Other cool things we do. So since it's Women's Month,
Okay,
Doc Elva does very, very well with vaginoplasties.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So I also
Okay, can you talk to us about that, please? Like,
Yeah.
what
Sure.
exactly?
So PRP is like one of the like less invasive, non-invasive treatments that we offer. So one of the like more invasive and more like long-term and permanent services we offer would include like labiaplasty and vaginoplasty. So like,
Okay.
what are these terms?
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So labiaplasty is like if you have women who have problem with like labia minora, for example. So it's
More skin?
Yeah.
yes.
The curtains.
Yes, the curtains.
The curtains.
Yes.
Which they call for the term in, I guess,
In
how when
medicine.
guys talk, it's like roast.
Roast beef. Yeah.
No, you know what? That's a good
Yeah.
analogy for it because it,
Yeah.
it
That's what it
kind of
looks like.
does look like
I,
roast beef.
I love roast beef.
So you have to
I've never, I mean,
Nobody was questioning your love for roast beef. You all knew that.
sorry for anybody eating some roast beef right now.
I know.
Happy dinner.
Happy dinner.
Essentially, this is for women who, I don't know, I guess they feel like, oh, it's not as aesthetic as I want
Actually,
it to be.
it's not. Yeah, so that's one of the things. for them, they don't feel as beautiful down there because all of our like labia minoras are different.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, yeah.
That's one of the
There's
first
like-
things that
I
you're
know.
Diba
told.
meron parang there's open, there's like closed, and then there's like very thin and
Yes.
like just different.
I
vaginal
remember,
anatomy for everyone.
if I recall,
I mean, at least visually.
she would never want anyone to look down there.
Who?
I'm not going to say who, but I know of someone who had that issue where extra skin, and
It's a self-confidence
every
thing.
time that someone would look down, she'd push their face
Bring
up.
you up.
Yeah, and oral
Yeah,
was
that must be a hassle, diba?
out,
Kasi parang ano,
oral was out of the question because
she wasn't
she
confident.
was she
down
wasn't
there.
exactly. She just
So-
felt there was just so much.
Aside from just the looks part of it, a lot of women also suffer from like functional problems because their labia minora is too excessive. So you
Also,
have
it gets in the way. Parang
yes,
ganun.
you have women who because of the excess tissue, it gets caught in their like underwear or their cycling shorts when they do exercise. So like it pinches. So imagine if your penis has like loose skin and it gets tugged.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but to the vagina. So it makes them very uncomfortable.
Okay. And there are procedures that you can snip or
Yes. So
That's what
basically,
she
a
does.
labiaplasty is like aside from making it look pretty and
Okay.
symmetrical, it's really also like snipping off like the
Excess.
the excess tissue that impedes their function.
may GCs ba to na? What ang GCs?
Parang simple lang, no? Parang here. Baka gusto mo.
Gino, kailan birthday ni Tin? Kasi bala ko GCs.
Regaluhan mo
Tin,
pala.
you and I go for we're all boys here on the show. This is something that maybe you might want to.
homies,
Yeah,
you know?
we're all homies. But yeah, so is it rhino? Is it? No, not rhino.
Vaginoplasty.
Labiaplasty.
Labia.
Yeah, so labia meaning labia minora, plasty meaning like to correct it, right?
To correct. Like,
So I also have patients who have problems with like urination because it's the skin is so excessive. Even after they wash and they wipe,
it stays there.
it stays there, and they would have like
gets UTI or whatever.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly, exactly. So it's really more than just a functional. More than an aesthetic thing.
It's a functional.
It's a
Yeah, it's
functional.
really a functional thing also.
Yeah.
So hygiene takes place when you have
aesthetic.
extra.
Yes.
Okay, and how's this procedure? Is it's the downtime is
So the downtime. So usually, like in the first like 3 days, you really have to like just relax and like ice
Okay.
it. But after that, you can. After 2 to 3 days, you can like go back to work. Full recovery of like their intimate area in 6 to 8 weeks. You can already have.
But you can move around like
Oh, definitely.
by like 4 days.
This is
parang
just an
ganun.
outpatient
siya.
procedure
Outpatient.
under local anesthesia. So technically, like there's technically no downtime. Like you can walk out of the clinic then and there.
Afterwards.
Yeah, but I just advise them to like take it easy.
Yeah.
Chill first.
Yeah, of
Elba
course.
did one last Saturday.
Yeah.
Parang like 1.5 hours.
Done.
Bilis
And
lang.
she could go home already.
I'm actually still shocked that it's just local anesthesia.
Yeah. So
yeah.
we do a special formulation.
okay.
So it's like we do a special like topical anesthesia that basically like numbs the area.
Okay.
Then we do a more targeted anesthesia of lidocaine and epinephrine to like make sure that it's not bleeding too much, that they don't feel anything. And there's like, of course, we train to like put it in like specific points to target so that they don't feel anything during the procedure. My patient was very comfortable last
Cellphone lang
weekend.
sila.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay,
Was
just
texting away?
yeah. I tell them to
FaceTime ba
like,
siya? FaceTime na?
What are you doing?
Let's go.
Nagpa-vlog pala siya.
TikTok.
Nag-vlog.
TikTok shop. Bili na.
Bili na ng shorts.
Get a
Oh my
labiaplasty. A question is there an album? I want this design. I want this design. I like it like this. I've seen my
I want it to look a
girlfriend's
certain way.
my girlfriend's with JJ. Ganito gusto ko na
I do show them like previous works I've done, but when they come to me, I ask them, what do you want it to look
Yun.
like? And I draw it.
I
for
love
them.
it. I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so cool.
It's very personalized. It's
Wow.
like, what's your order, basically, right? So I ask them, what do you want?
Is it like when you're ordering fast food like
Menu. You can choose to the menu.
I want the
Isang C3 nga. C3.
May freebies ba? May
Combo.
freebies.
Can I get a combo C3 and C4? I want the C3 at the top and the C4 at the bottom. I want it thicker over here. Can you do that? Like
It's really like how
Customize?
like how they want it. But I also like give them advice. Oh, we can't make this too short because it might like impede function. Because like you mentioned earlier, they're like curtains, right? They still have
Right.
to function. Like they
They
have
still
to
have,
protect the whole, right?
so.
Right.
The reason why they're there is really to protect, right?
yes.
From
Outside force.
Yes.
From people like you.
Gago ka talaga. Shut the F off. Shut the F off.
Stop it, Tony.
Get out! He's penetrated the first wall.
It's the line of defense they have against
The
you.
first line of
Tony.
defense. No, we're covering up.
I love that it's not just an aesthetic thing.
Yes.
That you mentioned that there is a lot of benefit to fixing it just so that it's also functional and hygienic.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people I guess overlook that part. Na parang they'll be so quick to be like, oh, it's just how it looks or whatever.
Yes.
But it's nice that there's that side of it also.
And also, I can add na health din, may benefits din siya sa health natin, diba? So, yeah, that's great.
And
So ultimately, if it makes you feel better about yourself, without
Actually,
harming,
and on
does add.
on a mental standpoint, is there a post recovery like I don't know, a session with you after, or
Yeah, I do
Parang-
like close follow up with them like after 1 week, and then the next follow up will be after 1 month, and then after 2 months, because definitely like the post op recovery, like I want to make sure that everything is also okay.
Okay.
So like
if you need help, Gino and I are. If you need assistance, post. Doc
yeah,
Dino,
I'm
it's okay. Doc Dino, you can take care of it. We're good.
You've met your doctor now. You've switched with the new doctor.
If there's any assistance we can extend, let us know.
I think something else that we do a lot in the clinic is, like we mentioned kanina, a part of it is the physical biological stuff, no?
Okay.
But
Right.
a part of it is also the mental stuff.
The mental aspect of it,
minsan
no?
nagpa-package kami na with the sex therapy along with it.
Oh,
So pre and then post.
Yeah, like for example, for anal tightness
Okay.
or vaginal tightness. So I guess
There's an actual.
yeah.
Is it a
Package, I guess.
one-on-one?
Well, so for example, I
demo?
have this one patient na, hindi naman demo, pero like I have this one patient na,
This is the way we.
That's the next thing.
so like we did the whole talks.
Okay.
But still a very,
Whole talks is such a.
so nga butox
Such a great
yung
name.
name niya eh. Pero whole talks is good. So, ano siya, very type
Talks.
A.
The talk.
So even with the whole talks, he was still a very anal person.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we talked about it. We did counseling. Like, what is it that
What
makes
is it to
so,
make you
makes
like,
you so
yeah.
tight?
Yeah.
And
Why are
then
you so
just likes being in control and ganon. So it's also counseling similar to like mental health counseling to help them relax and coach them through situations so that mas kaya nila.
Pero kayo na rin, Doc, yung nag-offer ng ganung...
Because I'm a certified sexologist na.
That's great kasi combo-combo rin yung degree ni Doc. Yung specialty. That's great.
All right, we got to take a break and we'll come back with questions. Do we have anything on?
I'm sure our playbackers have questions.
Oh my gosh, there's a
They're
lot of-
blowing up, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm reading
yeah.
the comments earlier. Parang nagkakagulo sila dyan.
Nakatawa lang dyan. Stahan tayo yung mga questions ng labiaplasty lalaki ng tayo.
Actually, I read some.
Lalo ko itong mga playbackers
And
natin.
I'm sure a lot of husbands can get that for their wives.
yes, but definitely the wife should agree and
Hindi naman
help
make the
too.
decision, yes.
Dapat
Yes.
wife ang nagme-make ng
Saka huwag kang magkakamali na ikaw yung magvo-volunteer na parang kailangan mo yata ng let them come to that conclusion on their own.
Diba?
Unless you
Bida-bida
want to
ka
sleep
ba?
outside. You know what I mean?
Just nonchalantly during dinner. Hey, alam mo,
Hey,
narinig ko
there's
sa boys
something
night
really
out.
interesting,
We can go there.
Boys are may package deal daw.
We
Sexual
had a
health.
couple of couples.
Ask, yes.
Yeah, tas ano sila, fix each other.
Okay.
Oh, that's really interesting. And at least it's
So Doc Elva handles
patas.
the wife. I handle the husband. Yeah, it's been we've had a couple.
So when we come back, we'll also
We'll talk
discuss
about that.
the man's
Thing.
junk on how we can enhance it and what are the ways right after this.
Magic 89.9.
We have Dr. Elva and Doc Gino from the Horror Clinic, and they're here to actually educate us and tell us more about how sexual health is so important. And in line with Women's Month, Dr. Elva here has so many services, or Horror Clinic has so many services that they have for women and men. And one of them that we talked before the break was for the guys. People are asking on playback. Obviously, this is not only in Asia but all over the world. Some women feel size matters. Is there in this day and age something to make our junk bigger?
Bigger. Oh, okay. So I think before we go to that, I guess Elva and I wanted to say that the size matter. I guess aesthetically it does play a big part, maybe like getting you into mood and stuff like that. But biologically, anatomically, the vaginal canal is how long?
So like the average length of your vaginal canal would be what? How many cm? Just like 7 cm, 5 to 7 cm. It's not that deep. Right?
Yeah.
So
you can, if you're rocking a 5, pwede na yun.
Okay.
If you're
I'm
rocking,
sorry, I just heard 7 cm. I just calculated that. It's about 2.7 inches. What's up? We're back in business, guys.
What's up to the 3-incher?
right?
Let's all stand up.
Because you have women with that length, then you have women with like 10 cm length vaginal canal. So it really differs.
So it really
Right.
is not the length.
No, it's
and
not.
It's girth plays a big
girth plays probably a bigger part.
Bigger part
than the length.
Because I have patients who actually complain that it's painful for them when it penetrates.
If it's too
'cause
long?
It's too long.
Shit, I want to get that feeling now.
I would like to know what that feels like.
Grabe, ang sakit.
In my life, I
Parang
would want to
laki niya.
hear na parang
I've never heard.
Yung umiiyak na siya, no?
Yeah, wala.
Grabe, ito si JJ Jomer.
Hindi kasi sabi ni DJ Tony. Sabi ni DJ.
Umayos, ito si JJ Jomer, kakasali mo lang dito. Ganyan ba na?
Tapos sabi
Sabihin
ni...
nila, minumold namin yung minds of the youth.
We had to ask nga how old he was before we
I
started.
know. Yeah. Before you guys came in, I was like, you're not a minor, right?
I'm 23, guys.
He's okay. And you're from UP, right?
I'm from UPD, kaya naman
you're okay. Yeah, you're
open-minded kami when it comes to this talk.
Yes. We don't have to worry about you. Mas baboy ka pa sa akin.
Hoy, hindi!
Also, for I guess for gay guys too. Like, I have a couple of patients who said like once you start getting to like 6-7 inches, you can't.
It's just
you can't
excessive.
tell the difference between 6-7 inches to like 12. It's all the same.
So, pro tip for all of you people out there, if you're 6-incher, always just say, I'm actually 11. You just can't tell. You just can't tell the difference. You know what I mean?
So are there methods now for girth or length?
Sige, ganito no. There are the thing with the penis is it's very unique in its anatomy.
Okay.
In that it changes shape, no, flaccid
Right.
and when it's erect. So you can't just put an implant on it like a breast implant, or I mean
Right.
you can, but it's not gonna accommodate the different states of the penis.
It won't
no?
keep the
Right.
shape.
Yeah.
Right.
So what have they done? They've done autologous fat. So like they lipo you, then inject it on the penis. It looks good in pictures. Pero in action, can you imagine it's like hard in the middle but squishy outside?
Yeah.
So it kind of
Oh,
throws it off.
also they inject it into the middle part.
On the outside, mas on the so medyo weird and then not so much
Like this, Gino. Hold on.
Oh my God!
ano pa ba? Hyaluronic fillers.
Hyaluronic?
Yeah, hyaluronic
What?
acid pwede rin. Pero
How long does that last?
Pero parang okay ka na dun sa lipo kasi nagpa-lipo ka na tapos na-inject pa
Pero
din.
weird
Parang-
nga. You know those,
Sorry, question. Do they use your own fat for it?
Oh, yeah,
Or
definitely.
like-
Yes,
Okay,
you also
okay,
do that
okay.
on women.
From where? From
Wherever you want. Yeah.
For women, we usually like harvest it from the butt.
from the
Yeah, we do this for women who want like their labia majora to be plumper.
you can do
Also,
that.
you get,
Yeah,
oh wow.
I also
Make
do
it
that.
plumper.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yan. I mean, yeah, okay.
More cushion. For
Yeah. So when you wear the, is it aloe or Lululemon?
Alo yung ano. The yoga pants. Tones.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
DJ Tone.
ano pa? Yeah, so may mga
War
fillers.
warrior.
Yeah. But I don't know. Personally, I don't like them so much. Kasi they kind of don't look natural.
Okay.
Actually,
Right.
the PRP can potentially increase girth and length. But there's
Wow, okay.
there's an entire I have
Okay, so tomorrow, all three of us, Gino, Slick, and myself,
PRP.
PRP.
so pwede naman.
Can we do like all together in one room together at the same time?
Sasama lang namin yung mga
Group session
Oh, boys night out tayo.
Tayo lang naman, di ba? Parang wala naman.
Walang iwanan.
Oh, ilang years na tayo.
Oh,
19
parang,
years.
parang to, sir, pa, medyo pa-left. Parang,
Pwede naman. Tapos you just like go on a conveyor belt or magkakatabi kayo. Just shoot.
2+1 na package, pero it's
Pwede.
like fit for 3 people, not like sessions.
We all hold each other's hands. Okay.
we're all in this together.
So when I trained for it, actually, my mentor showed me, like this is their patients, this is the before, and then they had a tape measure
This is for
around it.
PRP, no?
And this, PRP pa lang to, no? And the reason for that, but there's an entire protocol that I put.
Okay.
So you need around like 5 sessions instead of just one.
Right.
You do need a penis pump or a shockwave machine, and then I also give like a prescription
Wait,
for
a shockwave machine.
Yeah,
So this is the one that that sends electrical current? Is
sound
it?
waves.
It uses like ultrasound
yeah.
waves.
Is it the same yung ginagamit po sa kidney
May-
stones?
Similar concept, not the same machine, entirely
And-
different
and
frequencies.
What is you just
Massage.
Ano yung frequency doon? 89.9 ba doon? Parang yung gano'n.
Magic
Voice
pala.
net natin yung pinapakinggan. No.
we could just rub it on the antenna here.
So,
Okay.
nawala yung isa.
So we just the shockwave just basically you rub it on the junk.
Is it a choice between the shockwave and the penis pump, or is it like something that you have to kind of do both?
No. It's a choice. I actually
Okay.
kind of prefer the penis pump a lot more
Okay.
because the patient can just do it on their own. No?
Okay.
So
Right, yeah.
The basic concept behind it is like when you use the penis pump, you create a vacuum, so your penis can grow to its
Elongate.
maximum size. Kasi there's no atmospheric pressure, right?
Is it is there a special like technique 2 pumps and then
Hindi naman.
2, 3?
There are automated ones now. There are medical grade automated ones where you just press a button and it does it.
Oh
It does it for
wow.
you.
And
Did
then
you bring one? Did you yeah.
I'll bring one next time.
Oh, let's try it on.
So handy
let's try it
po
on
yung
air.
machine.
Yeah. You can just carry it around, no?
No, we'll just
can
focus
carry
on my
it around.
face, Gino, but it'll be here. It'll be under the table.
Yeah, guy, we can't naman see under the table. You know, the camera's half.
Oh, kalahati naman.
You'll hear it goes like that, yeah.
really?
Tapos, so when it's
it's like a breast pump.
it's like
that.
yeah.
That's how it sounds like. Yeah.
So
So
you
3
want-
times a day, once a day.
as often as you can. And the idea behind it
okay.
is when you create that space nga, no? So there are spaces between your blood vessels.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
when the growth factors and healing factors kind of deposit. So when you
okay.
let the air back in, parang nalagyan sila ng extra layer of
Nalagyan na ng
cells.
failure.
And
So
then you
parang,
do it
we can't
more
regress
and
to
more.
the old,
That's the idea behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember,
Oh, that's
PRP
insane.
promotes like tissue regeneration and
So you're building
Right.
new blood vessels.
Yeah.
So more blood vessels, more mass. more
Question.
strength. Yeah.
Coloring or lightening or maybe darkening a certain area. In the
Lightening for you
vajayjay.
kasi masyado
I do
nang
that.
maraming
yeah, I offer like it's a chemical peel, like chemical peel. Imagine chemical peel for the face,
like a diamond peel.
but it's for the
Vagina.
for the
Or the
intimate
anus.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Guys
like
and
vagina.
girls?
Yeah.
Kasi
Yeah.
you need,
The singit, the vaginal area,
yeah,
some
yeah,
anus.
medyo, the rough, obviously the wear and tear.
It's friction. Yeah.
Friction.
I mean, it's,
Isn't it
yeah.
painful? The process?
Actually,
That's a good
not so
question.
much. Like, imagine how you do your diamond peel,
Yeah.
right?
On
It's
the
not,
face.
it's not
Yeah.
painful.
Okay.
Yeah.
wala
So
namang
it's painless
extraction.
lang.
Extraction yung masakit sa facial. Wow!
I love how
Oh,
it's
may,
painless now.
may blackheads ka dyan.
Mas masakit pa magpa-wax.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Can imagine.
Gets ko na.
And how long do you need to, how many sessions before?
Just one.
Just one session.
Yeah, just one session.
Well, it's a
to lighten or dark?
ano siya, diba?
Yeah, so
To
remember
lighten
it's
yun.
like a chemical peel,
Okay.
right? So remember the hyperpigmentation deposits into your skin, right? What we're trying to do is remove that like top layer with a chemical peel to lighten the area down there. So like you get up to like a couple of shades higher from where you were before. So it's just one session with me, and then after that they do like just a month-long like treatment at home.
Tin just texted. Game daw siya. Game. Kasi niya,
See you guys tomorrow. I'm not sick anymore. Nag-message siya.
Solid siya.
I'm miraculously cured from my fever. Ayun, she messaged.
Des says, can I ask about my son's circumcision? Since he had it too early, the doc said it would eventually tighten
Regrow.
the skin because it looks a little soggy. Or can he have an early reconstructive operation? He's only 10 at the time. He's now turning 12. If you can answer this.
Okay, so tightening of the foreskin, that medically we call that phimosis, no? If it's not causing like any actual problems just yet, I would delay it, no? Kasi you might have to go back in. If you go too early, you might have to go back in later on
And do it again.
Yeah. So because at 12 that thing's still gonna grow, no?
Yeah.
So unless it's causing any problems now right now, sometimes it does it. Like it really does get constrictive pa if it's too tight, no? I would not touch it pa.
So delay it until the growth stops.
Yeah. We have patients who ask for circumcision revisions, mga ganon.
When does it usually stop, the growth? Please say 30 something.
20.
Mid-30s.
Gino, we're...
I think this, pwede pa.
Umaasa ka pa ba?
I think we'll send you the pump for Christmas.
Tapos there's like super cool new procedures for circumcision. Ayun, there's this one that I've been eyeing to train. It's called a Shang ring circumcision.
Shang ring
Yeah.
circumcision.
It's just like these two clamps.
Okay.
And then you just go kind of like Iron Man's.
Gino, you want to get another one?
Super quick. Super quick.
It's time for me to finally get circumcised, boys.
Pero wala pa po siyang ilang minutes.
Nah, like not even 5
And
minutes.
the shape is still like a mushroom?
Yeah,
I guess that's like is it like a German
German
cut?
cut?
Meron pa ba yun? Uso ba yung German
flowers.
V-cut? Di ba may ganun yung...
Are there different cuts pa rin?
There's still different cuts, no? Pero
Okay, what's the usong right now?
I don't know.
Brazilian blowout? Ganun.
When I trained in Singapore for men's health, kasi it was pretty big because like adults were getting circumcisions.
Okay.
Right.
In the Philippines, everybody gets circumcised, so
At a young age.
Younger,
hindi
yeah.
siya as big of a market over here, no?
And the I guess yung korte, marami bang choices to choose from
In terms of the cut.
I know when when kids they usually ask like what you want, diba? And usually kids choose the one that heals the fastest. I think.
I never got asked that question.
Yeah, how come I never?
Me too. Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
I didn't have a choice.
They were just like, oh, here's what's gonna happen. Bloop.
Okay,
And then
whatever
I was
the
like,
doctor
damn it.
decides.
We know that majority of Filipinos are circumcised, but what's the stance on for those that aren't circumcised? That's more of, is it a risk factor in terms of hygiene, or obviously some people, and it's mostly Europeans, right? I think some Europeans don't get circumcised.
Yeah. So when you don't get circumcised, you'll reach a point where you can actually just retract it, no? When you're fully erect, it will just go pull all the way back, no?
Yeah.
So I think it just adds a little
It's like
extra,
a turtle, right?
yeah, like a turtle. So it adds a little extra step in terms of like hygiene, where they just have to pull it back and wash it,
Clean.
as
Wash,
opposed
yeah.
to, for efficiency's sake, ano
It's
na,
just when you whip it
tuli
out,
ka
it's
na,
there.
it's there,
Yeah.
clean na siya agad, no? We have had a couple of patients who aren't circumcised. They said that they were scared when they were young, and then they just ended up getting
It
old.
just carried
Hindi
on
na alam
over.
nila.
Yeah.
Pero fully erect, you wouldn't really notice too much.
It's where was it? I think I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I read somewhere that people who aren't circumcised add an additional layer of like, I guess, pleasure for whenever they do it, kasi parang it acts as like
More
a,
extra,
you know how
yeah.
ribbed condoms work, right? So essentially you have that extra layer of skin that kind of, I don't know,
I'm not sure.
I
for
guess adds
girls,
sensation.
but
Well, for the guys,
for if you're uncircumcised, you have a whole bunch of nerve endings there on the excess skin that adds to the
There,
pleasure.
okay.
yeah, for the girls, they won't.
They probably
They won't
wouldn't
really feel it,
Yeah.
They
The
wouldn't
difference.
notice it.
Yeah.
Is there an age limit, Doc Elva, for women to come see you
Oh no.
to get
No.
labiaplasty?
No, I can do that on like anybody who's like legally can decide for
who can.
themselves until like old age. Because I'm also telling like my old patients who reached menopause and want to look banger down there and like they're sexually.
Banger down there.
I like the term, a banger down there.
Can you add like bling?
Bulitas, ganon.
different. They have to get to a specialist who does like clitoral what do you call that?
Jewelry.
Yeah, the jewelry.
Yeah.
Because there are like specialists who specifically do that.
You do that.
When I
Yeah.
trained in China, they the bulitas, they called it something else, like a embedded penile pearl, and then you could choose like
Choose?
The
what
shape.
material it was, like if it was
Wow.
jade or
Jade or whatever.
No
Yeah.
way.
Super funny. Yeah.
No way. Oh my god, you can choose your gemstone. Oh, I'm January, right?
I'm kind of plutonium or something. That's the dumbest idea ever.
Citrine. Wow, that's customized in China. Huh?
Yeah.
You even said how Gino, in China when Doc went there, they have demo for like
Oh yeah.
for sex
So,
therapy.
when I trained in China for the stem cells, I also dropped by a sexual health facility similar
Okay.
to like what we set up, but of course they were more advanced, less conservative. They have sex therapists there who could actually coach couples through sex. So like couples with intimacy problems really couldn't do it on their own. There were sex therapists who would be in the room with them and like teach
While
them
it was going on?
Yeah,
How
teach
to
them
do
how to
it.
use like
Yeah.
the sex toys, and then they move to the actual
Oh, wow.
sex. So I
Are we
asked
doing
Doc,
that- are we
I
doing
asked
that
Doc
here?
Rica. It's like, Doc Rica, can we do this? And then she's like, I don't think the Philippines is ready for
no.
that yet. Parang-
I'm ready. I'm ready.
so ano, habang lang kami.
I just need to get a partner.
No. I've
And we are
known
not
Rico
ready
for
for
too
you.
long.
This demo, kasama ba lahat ng couples or it's one-on-one?
So
Minsan may mga intern na papasok na parang, oh,
So
may-
it's one-on-one with the instructor.
with the yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
No, pero I remember they said that sometimes they do it like in group sessions, like in like a
Okay.
in like in an auditorium.
Wow.
Or hindi naman auditorium, pero like a
Maybe we can do it in
So
Philippines.
it's like a super scientific orgy. Yeah.
exactly.
No, we can't do it in the arena.
Hindi pa yata.
Hindi pala pwede. That's owned by ano.
Hindi pwede sa arena.
No. Don't mention
Umiwas
any.
ka.
That's
Please
right.
do not.
Don't mention any place.
So, like the things they would teach there were edging for the guys.
Okay.
Ganon. Yeah, so, ano siya.
But that's a really interesting
I know, right?
way of going about it. Because I mean, you don't really see that I think the closest thing you'll have to it is like, you watch a video online or whatever about it.
Online
But
lahat.
nobody really like
teach you.
purposefully
taboo topic
coaches you
kasi
through.
pang talaga siya in the Philippines. And
I have like old patients, like who like in their 50s, you'd be surprised, 60s, who want to be sexually active with their husband and have problems like vaginal dryness. No, so I teach them like techniques. I have them also give them like for example, I recommend like types of lubricants for them to use.
That's the number one thing, right? Is to use lube. I don't think
but
we're
there
taught.
are different types of lube also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so for women, especially of older women,
Okay.
I recommend like water-based lubricants with hyaluronic acid in them to like help with like the
for gay
vaginal
guys,
dryness.
I recommend silicone-based lube because the vagina has a natural lubricating mechanism.
Yes.
That's why water-based is great.
Great.
It's
For
okay,
gay guys, it dries up. So get something that
So
doesn't
you need
dry
something
up as
that.
fast.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's silicone-based.
So I know how to get slick. Okay, silicone.
Just you guys, sorry. Anybody who wants to
I was
email
about to
us.
say nga to Doc Elvo, Doc, hinay-hinay lang sa 50s, 60s, natatamaan nito. Easy lang. But it's not some fight left in him.
Birthday niya right? Bukas si Doc. Happy birthday, Doc.
Happy birthday.
Docking. So the dryness, it does happen for those for the women that are elderly.
Yes.
What if you are not older? Obviously, you're
But
in
it
your
also
teens. But,
happens to
It
you,
also
yeah.
happens also.
Yeah.
So it can be
and it can be frustrating, right?
yes. So it can be also a problem with like the localized estrogen or their response psychologically to like sex. I have a patient who was chronically dry, but also because it was painful for her, she would get scared.
Yeah.
And then she'd get dry. So it was like a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
That's why we
Yeah.
have other services. So guys have it easy. Like if you're having trouble, Viagra, sildenafil.
Okay.
Girls don't have something like that, no?
No.
But we have this peptide. It's called PT1 for 1.
Okay.
You can do it in a nasal spray or as a subcutaneous injection, and it actually activates that part of your brain in charge of arousal.
No.
So
It's a nasal spray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo.
So you hotwire the brain
Why are you
into
holding
like
back?
So yun yung libog part.
Yeah.
We have counter like a partner nasal spray
Okay,
for
okay.
oxytocin for the lambing part.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have guests coming.
crazy.
So next week we have it's still technically March till Monday.
Magugulat ka na lang sa banyo ng mga club. Parang,
What is that spray?
I'm in the banyo, but I'm aroused right now.
I'm so aroused.
May naamoy
It only
kang
works
iba.
for women, or
it
No,
works
this is
both.
for men.
Yeah. But
Both
the great thing is
women and men.
Yeah, the great thing it works for both.
Yeah.
Kasi dati girls didn't have any
no
option.
effing.
crazy.
Why have you been
Cool
holding
thing.
back
That's
all
super
these
cool thing.
months?
So you can pair that with like PRP therapy
Yeah.
to like make sure that they're properly lubricated and then like talk them through also that it can also be like a psychological thing. So add all of those.
You need a prescription for this.
Yeah.
The spray.
All right.
I think people are super curious. By people, I mean people are super curious about this nasal spray. Here, babe, just smell this. It's my new perfume.
Boys Night Out corporate giveaway.
You know it. You know it.
Did you get that gift from Boys Night Out?
Oh my goodness.
Nasal arousal spray. That's the
There's
biggest.
like an art film about this before. It was called Perfume, where like he would basically like he was a serial killer, but like he would get like the sense of everybody and then
Pheromones of the sweat was it the sweat? And then he would
something like that. But
Parang
basically, like he would
You
get
kidnap
that
young
extract.
women. Yeah.
Oh, and then whenever you would smell it, like you would kind of.
Parang
That's
scent
crazy
that,
that we
yeah.
have that. Yeah.
Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. And how much is this going for?
How much is this bottle?
If I remember correctly, the PT1 for 1 is less than 10,000, but it's good for like 60 sprays.
Ay, ang kaya nito.
And the oxytocin, mga 6K yata,
Yeah.
same amount.
Sorry, what's the oxytocin?
That's
What's
the
the effect
lambing
of
part.
that?
Lambing.
Wait, there's the
Libog
the
part.
arousal,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
there's the
Emotional connection.
Yeah. So remember like after
emotional connection. I see that on
Let's go with emotional
Yo,
connection.
emotional
Yeah.
connection. Yo,
That's-
you
that's
are
what we're all
emotionless. Wait. Girl,
God, I love you.
all night. Gino, all night long, I love everyone.
What was that damn sunset?
Pero hindi ka ba ma-high sa ganyang mga sprays?
Well, they act relatively
Non-addictive.
transiently.
And how long does this last? Like a couple seconds, minutes?
Hindi naman.
Hours?
Siguro like for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, for the night? Oh, perfect. This is instant. It's instant. This is what I like. Oh my gosh, 350 pesos, the room, 10,000 for the spray. Yeah. Yeah. Overnight success. I love it.
Dude, I'm so curious to find out what it feels like. You know what I mean? Just to see, like,
Is there obviously it's prescription based?
Yeah.
These
You can buy them in Mercury.
arousal
though, or
and emotion. Is it emotion?
Yeah.
It's the cuddle hormone.
It's
Cuddle
like
love
it
hormone.
gets remember like when you like come, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oxytocin gets released in your
Explodes.
brain.
So-
That's why you get like the cuddles after
or
sex.
the aftercare. Yeah. That's that hormone.
So that's the hormone.
What?
Yeah.
What's that? I'm not familiar.
Oxytocin.
I'm not familiar with that.
he doesn't cuddle.
I thought
It makes him want to smoke a
I
cigarette.
thought you're never familiar of oxytocin. Yung pala sa cuddle. Yung after ganap.
But wait, so for these things, because it's prescription based, do you have to have like an existing condition?
No.
Yeah, I'm like you all these. Obviously, you're gonna go.
I don't
Doc,
get the feels or whatever.
Yeah, hindi ako makado.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
ito sa'yo.
actually have we have a compounding pharmacy that has to make these because you can't just buy them from like
So it's like
commercial
peptides
drugstores.
almost,
Exactly.
right?
They're actually
They're
peptides.
peptides.
They're actual peptides.
Okay.
Oh,
So
why did you tell me? Holy shit!
There's a lot of
I
the
didn't think you had
peptides.
any. Yeah, I have over 40 different peptides that do
Yeah.
different
Yo,
things.
give me that list right now.
Okay, now I'm curious. Like, what else? What else?
Yeah. What other peptides do you have?
Those are the main sex parts.
Okay.
Those are the main sex ones. Pero we have peptides for weight loss, for
Sleeping.
sleeping. Yeah,
Yeah.
your epitalon's doing great.
Yeah, if
And-
you have a problem, there's probably like a
Yeah.
peptide for it.
For everything.
Yeah, for most
Screw
problems.
pep talks. We just need peptides.
There's a problem with our earnings. Is there
have a peptide for that?
income.
Ay, wala. Hindi pa.
peptide for our earning much more?
Earning more money.
Or pang-reduce ng tax income. Income tax. Pwede mo ano.
ITR.
Kasi medyo tax season tayo ngayon.
Speaking of
ITR.
UTI. Some women get it, and some men. Obviously, it is dry season. It's hotter. Doc Alva, what can girls do to prevent UTI? Are there preventive measures?
Yeah. Actually, like one of the main reasons I see, they don't drink enough water, especially in the hot season.
Yeah.
So like the healthy amount of water that you should be drinking is around 2 to 3 liters per day.
Per day.
That's like...
I'm gonna carry around 4 liters. So if anyone needs water,
Magano ka, yung malaking uwala.
You're gonna buy a jug. Like jug na talaga.
Ganun, no?
just okay,
On
2 to 3 liters.
Yeah, on average, like when I ask them, like they probably only drink like from a 900 ml
3
jug.
glasses or whatever.
I have alarms
For the
on my
whole
phone.
day.
Yeah, so it's very
And you can get
kulang.
UTI from lack of
yes.
drinking water.
That's
no matter what
usually-
age yan. Eh.
No matter what
Bata,
age.
matanda.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the main.
Oh.
And then you can also, because our problem as women, like the vagina is so close to like the urethra. So if you have problems with like the balance of the bacteria in your vagina,
pH levels.
yes, we actually have like probiotics for vagina also. Because if there isn't a proper balance in the vagina, you can get like recurrent UTIs from like recurrent vaginal infections.
And how much does this?
So it's like Yakult, but for...
Exactly.
yes, like Yakult, but for the vagina.
Is it a pill? Is it cream?
It's a suppository. So
So
I
you
call
have to
it,
insert it?
yes. So I
Okay.
call it like a reset therapy, and then usually I give it to my patients for about like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that to make sure that the vagina is like reset properly, the good bacteria is the one that's like
predominant.
Yeah, predominant in the vagina.
And how many? Usually, what's the dosage of this? Is it?
It comes in
One
like
pill?
a vaginal suppository tablet.
Okay.
So you just insert one before bed.
And that's good for
And then you do it for 2 weeks.
every day for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, hook me up, Doc. Well, let's,
What we usually say
we'll
is,
keep some stock here in the back room.
Tapos ikaw yung mag, I'll do the service for you.
I just want to do I don't want anyone dry and having UTI. We can't
I want to consider
we cannot
dry
have that.
tones.
We have to. Sexual health matters.
we actually
It does though.
ano ba yan? This morning, Elva and I were locking in this new services. So we already talked to you about like how amazing the PRP options were. Pero sabi namin, what's the next level? So actually this morning we were working on stem cell therapy.
Okay.
For
this is what we want to hear. Okay. So there's the
Platelet rich.
platelet
Yes.
rich, and then now this the stem cells
cells.
is totally different
yeah.
because it's much more.
So platelet
Powerful?
it's much more powerful because PRP is limited by how your body currently is.
Okay.
Diba? It's your own stuff.
Your own blood.
We're putting it. So if you're in a not that good of a state, then it's not going to be that good
Okay.
either. No?
Whatever existing conditions you have,
Yeah.
Yes.
it doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
Or very
yeah.
minimal, very minimal.
And it's also like we inject it and let it do its thing. But stem cells and like exosome therapy in part of it, we kind of are able to make it like laser focus on what we want it to do.
Okay.
Because these are cells that are derived from like placental tissue,
Mesenchymal, yeah.
mesenchymal cells. So mesenchymal cells are like underived cells. They're basically like what made you
The
become
progenitor
you.
cells.
Yeah.
The earliest version of you possible.
Were these small cells that
Okay.
eventually like differentiated to like the cells of your eyes, the cells of your penis, the cells of your vagina, the cells of your hair.
It's like a founder cell.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So we have services for same concept as the PRP. We inject it in the area, but it's split into like 3 kinds of cell lines. So a neural cell line. So that one is in charge of fixing the nerves for the sensitivity, for the firing, and all of those things. The muscle one, which is in charge of creating new blood vessels and strengthening the muscle, and the mesenchymal one, which is in general just for rejuvenation and fixing all inflammation and problems there.
Yun, inflammation.
So, yeah, it'll work
Wala
better than the PRP.
reverse the aging.
That's it.
It's
We're
kind of like
reversing
that.
That's
Reversing.
exactly what
Yeah,
we're doing. Yeah.
well, reversing in the term that it tries to prevent like further
For
degradation.
further aging.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it stops.
Yeah.
Oh, di ba Jomar 2001 ka? Oh, sige. Stop natin.
Habulin ni Tones yan.
Hahabulin. 2008 ka, diba?
Next week may bangs now.
It's super cool. Stem cells are pretty insane.
And this is I guess the process is a one-time thing, or is it you have to come back to the clinic second,
May follow-up
third time,
diba?
fourth time, or a one-time big time?
For stem cells,
Yeah.
one is usually good.
Okay.
Pero it depends yun kasi like if you're gonna get new assaults. So there's so many things in the modern person's lifestyle ngayon that just kills your body
And there's
slowly.
different packages ba?
Yeah,
Yes.
syempre
Kung
naman,
ilang,
yeah.
is it injections?
Yeah.
It works similar to PRP, but
Okay.
like the advantage of it is we don't have to extract blood from you.
Blood from you, yeah.
So it already comes in a vial which we can inject into you.
Okay. And this vial inside it is from, what is it?
Billions.
Billions?
Billions of stem cells.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Gino. Let's do it.
No, I'm still mind blown at how much technology has
It's
kind of.
wild.
Cool, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
wild.
it's crazy.
I want to live to 200, so let's do this. We're on 19 years, so
I don't know about 200.
I
That
think
sounds exhausting.
I
though.
think we do boys around till the
You
year.
wanna live 200 in the Philippines?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you sure
We'll
with that?
begin to assume that there will still be the Philippines.
There
in
will
200
be.
years.
There will be.
100
You
years.
never know.
We'll inject it on
100
your
years.
penis.
Yeah.
The rest of your body is already skeleton, but your
Oh,
penis is
it's still there.
20.
There's this,
It's the one part he cared about the most.
there's this legend going around, this story about some DJ that got stem cell in his penis. He died, but the penis was alive. It just kept on growing, and Okay, so how can people go to the if they want more info, Doc Elva for the females, if they want to get any kind of evasive, non-evasive
Consultation or whatever.
health service, sexual health services, how can they go to the clinic?
Yeah, they could just come visit us in Hara Clinic PH. It's along Pasig Boulevard.
Along Pasig Boulevard, haraclinic.ph. All of our socials are along that same line. So you can find us on Facebook, IG, X, TikTok, all haraclinic.ph. And just, I think our website would be the easiest because everything's linked there. Just
So book
message
an
our staff
appointment there
and book an
first
appointment.
before.
Yeah, and we're on Waze, so you can just...
Yeah, we're on Waze.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I also extended before a discount for Boys Night Out listeners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So may
let's-
code po.
Yeah, there's a code.
Nagagamitin din naman.
My referral.
So, yeah, easy.
Ginamit ko rin.
Continue that code. Let's just...
Sarap.
Ginamit ko.
If any of the listeners out there want like a labiaplasty, vaginoplasty, yeah, come in, use the code.
Okay, so I'm gonna send this to Tin. What's the code? What's the code?
What was it?
BNO?
BNO X Hara.
Xhara.
BNOX.
Yeah, X Hara for discounted prices
Yeah.
for
That's
your
20%.
procedures.
That's huge.
Simple enough. BNOX Hara.
Laki yun, 20%. Yo,
Ano naman? Imagine yung peptides na 10K. Pag binawas mo 28 na lang yun.
malaki yung 20 Oh, sige, magano tayo ha. PRP sa
Pero oxytocin muna ako.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna cuddle, you know.
We'll get for...
As a sensitive guy.
And how can people follow? Obviously, Hara Clinic on your Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, right? I guess TikTok.
TikTok. X, yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to say hi to anyone?
Us,
You wanna greet
definitely.
anyone?
Hi to our staff. Love you guys. So we can't do anything without our beloved staff. Hi to my fiance EJ.
Hey.
Hi to my husband, Gian.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hello there,
Did
husband.
you know the funny thing? Elva and I have been like close friends since
college.
We were those friends who made a pact that if we reach 30
A certain age,
and we're
you
not
would-
yet with anybody, we'll get married to each
Yeah,
other.
funnily enough, in college, I actually confessed to him.
Wow.
Yeah, but he
I
realized
also
he was gay.
confessed that I was
So it was a two-way conversation. Yeah.
Funny, right?
Doc, you're gay?
Oh my God.
Wait, you actually told him
Yeah.
was this you crush or is it like madly in love?
Crush.
Crush.
And then what was funny was my now husband interrupted us.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like saying hi. And then we were like, wait,
This is an awkward
yeah.
conversation. But look at us now. We're
Yeah,
still.
we're friends.
So
Friends, we're
crazy.
together.
Ended up
It's
work married.
strange how the way how the world works.
Wow. I didn't
And so
expect
the guy that interrupted your conversation in the middle
And
of
ended up
finding out that he's
Yeah.
gay
is now your husband.
He's now my husband.
Wow.
Yeah.
How, was he just
crazy.
walking through or
Yeah, to say hi to us. Because we were friends. Yeah.
we're all friends?
Is it?
Hey,
Did it
this
happen
looks
in
like
your
a situation
in
that I need
school?
to.
Ateneo? Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that.
I remember the exact place pa.
So
That's
we
so
ended up
interesting. Yeah.
work spouses at the
Yeah.
end of the.
Because we went to med school together.
Okay.
And then like
Right.
after I finished
Yeah.
like my training in OBGYN, like Dean hit me up and said, I'm building this sexual wellness clinic and I want you to be part of it. And in terms of like us wanting to be like
Same values.
Same values.
Yeah.
We want this to be accessible to the patients. We want them to feel that they can come to us without feeling judged. We were
Yeah.
like
So
pretty
we work very well together.
Aligned.
Yeah. I'm not only a patient, but I've seen how they operate, and it's really just really easy to get tested, to
Yeah.
come in to get my peptide shots, and you can just park, go upstairs and walk in, and it's almost like going to a convenience store. It's not really a medical clinic per se. The feel of it is like
Aesthetic clinic.
It's really
So it diffuses the situation a little bit.
it's very home. It's very homey actually. The feel.
which is what we want.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
exactly
very
what we
homey.
want.
So
Nice.
yeah, they also do testing for HIV.
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
We have the most comprehensive STI testing in the country.
That's wild.
Yeah, trust me.
That's wild.
I'm
I know, Tones. With your activity, I'm not surprised.
What?
It's true.
It's been
Come
22
on.
days, huh? Yo,
If I were as active as you, I would get tested quite often also.
Oh my!
Just to make sure.
I have 40 more days.
Okay, so you have 40 more days. What is it now? March
38 more days.
Pero question,
May, first week of May, expect a visit in Hara Clinic, no?
May 5. May 5.
like question, di ba po like at least 3 months yung testing period like window?
So that is with the classic third generation HIV tests. But we have better HIV tests in the clinic. I can give you a fourth generation one which only takes 28 days for a conclusive
28
result.
days. Oh,
or I could do a HIV PCR test which just takes 10 days for a conclusive result.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ang bilis na compared to 3 months. Okay.
All right.
You should
And-
avail that magic. Magic fam.
And that's the show. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You got to do this
Thank
again.
you. Thank you, guys.
Please, you have to come back and
It's so enlightening to find out all of these new things.
And I'm sure there's going to be other services that you guys are going to be offering.
We'll
And
keep on bringing cool stuff in
Yeah.
as soon as we can.
Yeah, the spray, huh? Thank you to Mang Inasal, by the
Tapos
way.
spray tayo habang nasa show tayo. Let's see if we end up cuddling each other.
yeah.
You know, parang bro, you know.
Pag nandyan in Viva Max. Check out their Halo Halo promo on their socials. Thank you to Mang Inasal for...
Thank you, Mang Inasal, for sending
May
us
franchise
foods.
ka na naman, Tones. Bagong franchise ka na naman.
No, they did send foods here at Magic Studio.
Okay,
Kasi
so-
madami. Ang sarap na.
Apparently, ubus na by the time we got... Well,
Meron pa. May mga halo-halo pa
What
sa
the-
ref.
meron? Okay.
Madami.
Whenever Gino's not here, they always bring Halo
They
Halo.
always send halo-halo when I'm not there.
Oo nga
I
eh.
get so stuff. Like, what is it?
Even
Come over here. Maraming halo-halo sa freezer. 5 ata or 6. I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
okay. I live far. I'm okay.
All right.
I'll
Thanks,
stay at home.
guys, for tuning in. And we're out of here. Thanks, Derek Alvin. Thanks, man. I love.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
On behalf of Slick, Tin, this is Tony.
My name is Gino. Kill you more. Boys Night Out on Magic 89.9. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.